So this is my pre-match review, which is Newcastle versus Arsenal on Saturday. It's going to be the first match after the international break, and yeah, it's back to work after the breaks. A lot of players didn't feature in the international friendlies. Are they called friendlies anymore? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, so let's get into the review. I just checked how many matches have we lost and how many have we played against Newcastle over the last 10 years. We've only lost twice over the last 10 years. And the last time I saw Newcastle play was actually 2014, where there was a brace from Giroud and a brace from Carzola. I mean, that was a fantastic night. 4-1 win, out and out winners against the Magpies. But Saturday is going to be a completely different story. What's going to happen on Saturday? Anyway, let's get into my review. Hi, welcome again to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Yeah, in my intro, yeah, it's going to be a pre-match review of Newcastle versus Arsenal. Excuse me, again, the first match after the international break. And I alluded to the stats. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Over the last 10 years, we've only lost twice. Last season, we lost 1-0. We all know that our away record last season was a real stinker. An absolute stinker, probably one of the worst records we've had in a long time, in many, many years. And I thought, well, for Unai Emery, it's going to be very, very easy. If he can clean up, mop up, and win the majority of our away matches, we've got a good chance of being in the top four. But the first four matches have thrown up more questions than answers. I know it's very, very early days, and if you saw the upload I did with Raz, my brother, yeah, lots of questions to be answered. So I'll get into my 11 first of all for Saturday. But actually, it's not going to be my 11. This is the 11 I believe that Unai Emery is going to start with. Is he going to play Leno? No, he's not going to play Leno. He's going to stick with secret agent Cech. So Cech in goal, right back. He's going to have, I'm absolutely sure he's going to have Bellerin. Left back is going to be Nacho Monreal, and in the centre back positions is going to be the same pairing with Socrates and Mustafi. Mustafi actually hasn't been too bad, to be honest. He hasn't been too bad. He's scored the goal, but yeah, really, in the cold light of day, he hasn't had, excuse me, a really bad start to in the first four matches. Socrates again is like, he's a rugged defender, still trying to find his feet, but I think that's going to be the back four. In the centre is going to be Guendouzi paired with Xhaka. Again, I'm absolutely sure that this is what Unai Emery is going to stick with. Batman and Robin, Guendouzi and Xhaka. Personally, I would prefer to have Torreira in there. But this is Unai Emery's 11, not my 11. Right wing is going to be Mesut Ozil. We know he's not comfortable on the right side, but I'm sure that Unai Emery is going to have Ozil stuck on the right-hand side of the wing. Then he's going to have Ramsey in the centre, just in front of Guendouzi and Xhaka. Then he's going to have Aubameyang coming off the wing, and he's going to have he will choose Lacazette as the main striker up front. So I'm absolutely sure, excuse me, that this is the team that Unai Emery is going to choose for the match against the Magpies, Newcastle. Rafa Benitez, he is a class act. It doesn't matter whether you support Man U, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. This guy, he's a class act. He's a very canny manager, and with the budget that he's been given by Mike Ashley, being relegated and getting them back up into the Premiership, on that budget, he's done very, very well. What kind of style of football do I think he's going to play with Arsenal? I don't think he's going to be looking to play the pressing game. I believe he's going to sit back and try and hit us on the breaks. We know they're wingers, they're very, very fast. If we can nullify them, then all well and good. But I can see, because I know the character of our defence, we're going to leak some goals. There were a couple of players that hadn't played the last few matches for Newcastle. Solomon, Rondon, I think John Joe Shelby as well was out. But you can bet your bottom dollar that these guys are going to come back, get off their deathbed or their sick bed, and they're going to put in the fight. And it's funny, isn't it? You always find teams, they go into 10th gear against Arsenal. Cardiff hadn't scored, how many goals in the Premiership, and all of a sudden they banged 2 against us. So, likewise with Newcastle, Rafa Benitez will prepare his players. But as for the result, I think the result is going to be 3-2 to Arsenal. Yeah, again, I can see Arsenal, giving away 2 goals, whether it's going to be a mistake by our goalkeeper or a defensive mistake. Either way, or I will see that we're going to give away some goals. But I think we've got enough. We've got more firepower than Newcastle have anyway. In regards to the record, I said, that we hadn't lost against Newcastle, only twice in the last 10 years. 10 years. But that doesn't mean anything because it's a new regime. Emery's still trying to tinker with his best and find out which is his best 11. And there are going to be mistakes. So that is my my review for Newcastle versus Arsenal. But guys, tell me, what do you think? What do you think the prediction is going to be for Saturday? Again, a lot of players didn't feature in the international, so our players should be fit enough, ready enough, and raring to go. But this is Newcastle. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like over there or up there. So let's see how... oh my goodness, I've got a bad cough. Let's see how Arsenal perform away from home. Let's see if we can get another win under our belt. So again, what do you think the score is going to be come this Saturday? Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Breaking news.